Hey, hi, neighbor Al here again. I feel like I owe you an installment on MaryBlyt. What's going on? Kind of busy, got tests this week, but I want to get you started. I want to show you what you'll see. This is what a MaryBlyt screen looks like when you started working it. This is from my last year, and the nice thing about it is I can look at this now and go, I made mistakes. So that's a benefit of MaryBlyt is you can go back and look at your weather information and go, I made mistakes. But very simply, you put in phenology, which is the clinical term for what stage your buds are at. So this is silver tip. What was the maximum temperature that day? What was the minimum temperature that day? What was the wetness? 0. I didn't have dew. I didn't have rain. If you scroll down a bit in my world here, and I look, I had 1 3/8 inches of rain on March 1st, May 1st, sorry. It was 74 practically during the day, 46 overnight, and windy, which is a note. Keeping track of that moisture level helps it to derive how much that bacteria is reproducing. Now, I'm getting ahead of myself. You see the warnings, you can see I had a bad summer, I had a bad spring. I recorded sprays I put down. Um, you'll notice that not all of the sprays will have a yes in the spray column. We'll get to that later. But what I want you to do, and this is super important, go to the link. I'll put that up on the screen now. Go to the link, download the file, install the software, and really important, just set the time aside, read sections 1 and 2, the front of the book. It gives you an idea about what is going on with the bacteria and how MaryBlyt is working to help you predict when is the appropriate time to spray. Just to let you know, I went back in these files and I changed my spray dates just to give it a try. I changed my spray dates, and these intensities here changed remarkably when I sprayed. And I either sprayed too early or I sprayed too late. So it's kind of a training tool. Now you have the something infection period. You get high numbers here, they go red, this goes red. We're going to go into these because I need to refresh my memory. We're going to do it together, what the significance of these columns are. But please, this week, which is coming up the last week of March, please download and read the manual. April is when things really start happening, right? You bet. At least here in PA, northern PA. Um, read sections 1 and 2. By then, I will have read sections 1 and 2, and I will get smarter. I'll try to stay ahead of the class and talk to you about interpreting these outputs and spray efficacy. What difference does that make? Not all sprays are created equal. As a sidebar, right before I sign off, I want to let you know that I am talking to people very much smarter than me about, we talk about products like Cueva, we talk about streptomycin, which can be agromycin, it can be firewall, doesn't matter. And how effective are they? Really, right now, out of the box, MaryBlyt presumes that a streptomycin product is 100% efficient if you apply it properly on blossoms. Okay, but that isn't always the case, so you might want to tone it down a little bit. And products like Cueva or Serenade, they help, but they're not as effective. They have to be part of a program. Um, so I'm going to stop there. Please go download and print the manual. It is 44 pages. I would say you can probably do the whole thing in black and white. Over time, I'm going to be putting up graphic links to them. So if you're in the beginning, I was a little unsure about where Silvertip left off and Green Tip picked up. Learning curve. It's okay. So I'll put up some really nice, crisp, clear links to crisp, clear graphics for you so you can download them and look at them and use those to help you get these phonology sections right. So here we had petal fall. OC is open cluster, tight cluster, open cluster. Pink, pink, blossom, petal, fall. Okay, so it's all in there. It's in the book, but we'll go through it. If you have questions, put them down in the YouTube thing. Yeah, you have to be a YouTube user. Add your questions in there. Please be specific, and I will do my best to answer your questions in a video, or I'll type in there. So this is a really great tool. I'm so glad we didn't lose it to fate. So I want to help you get used to it, but you have to download it. You got to read the manual. You need to keep the manual nearby. You're only using it for a few months out of the year. I wouldn't expect you to remember it all the time. But after a while, I bet your manual is going to get a little dog-eared, and you're going to write pencil marks in it, and it's going to get easier and easier and easier. The benefit to you is less disease in your orchard, less time and money spent putting down sprays that aren't effective because you put them down at the wrong time, or you just put down more than you needed to. So that's all for now. Thank you for your attention, and I certainly will do right by you. Later.